I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm the host here of Best of Us Investors. We're a tribe of, I guess, we're just surpassing 100,000 subscribers. And in our Discord, I think we're getting up to about 12,000. And we basically try to make good investment decisions, keep more of what we make by understanding the tax code. And our ultimate goal is to generate and accumulate $24 million that we are allowed to pass on estate tax free here in the United States. So that's what we're all about. Recently, I have indicated that I want to get involved in a part of my portfolio, 10% of the portfolio, allocated to stocks that I think can give me exponential growth. And I've come to this conclusion because I recognize that we are at the verge of phenomenal change in the way we live, and the way the internet and the way medicine and 3D printing and electric vehicles, just robotics, the change that's going to happen as a result of the pandemic and technology is going to be astronomical. And as a result of that, there are some small companies that have been laying in the weeds, working for years, that are going to grow exponentially as a result of this change. And I think I've discovered one of them that will blow the top off. And I want to share that with you today. And as I share it, I want to share with you how I analyze stocks. And what I hope to do is to create an algorithm as to how I rate certain elements, and then it comes up with a factor of 1 to 10, 10 being, yes, we got to buy this. And this is a stock that I think is a 10 that I know I've already bought it. Okay, so let me take you to how I go about it. And the stock I'm talking about is Resonant. They're a company that makes a filter that is going to go onto your phone as you go into 5G. So let's take a look at that.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.
So when I'm analyzing a stock, the first thing I do is go to Seeking Alpha Analytics and type in up here the ticker symbol RESN, because I want to talk to you about Resonant. Okay, this is a stock that one of my tribe members has suggested I look at, and so I go through a process to try to rate them. The first thing I look at is what everybody looks at, is that graph, and you can see that it's for the past year, and you can see it gained some interest, to put it lightly, somewhere back in December of last year, and then has rocketed it up substantially to where it is today. Then the next thing I look at is this description down here of the company profile. What do they do? And basically it tells me that they create and develop filters for radio frequency and front-end use in the mobile device, the automotive, the medical, the Internet of Things, and related industries. Well, that's something that I'm interested in, because I believe this is, through 5G and through electric vehicles, there's going to be some tremendous changes and need for new technology to make that possible. So then beyond that, the next thing catches my eye is the number of employees and when the company started. I don't want to see that they have 6 employees and they started last week. That tells me that somebody has a dream, and potentially they're wanting some of my money to help them make their dream come true. In this case, they were founded in 12, so they've been in the business a while. That also creates some concern is why is a company that's been in the business for, 9 years selling for $5.15? That's pretty low. But then I come over here and I look at their revenue, and I see that their revenue has grown substantially just in the last, here we're at 524,000. Then it's 735,000 in revenue, and then it jumps up last year to 3.7 million. That's a substantial growth, and so I like that. And then for their projected, they talk about in 2021 they're seeing a potential of a 3x growth beyond that. That's substantial. I want to know why this happened and then why they think this is going to happen. So then I look at their earnings, and they're not making any money. That concerns me that we've got a 10-year-old company, a 9-year-old company, and they've yet to make any profits. Well, that also can be explained that they're pumping money into the development of their product, and maybe they see something in the future that is going to grow their business exponentially. I need to know what that is. But I stay here and continue to look through it and come to some conclusions. Again, their growth rate, revenue has grown year to year, 645%. That's substantial. Their market cap, let's see, where did I find that? Is 287 million, so they're a mid-sized company. And then the next thing I really want to know is who owns this stock. And this warms my heart when I see that institutions, corporations, and hedge fund managers own roughly 45% of the stock. What does that tell me? That tells me that people who are smarter than me, who understand what they are doing and where they're going to fit into the marketplace, are buying this stock. Public, roughly 54%. That's okay. It's a $5 stock, so I need to expect that. Then what I want to do is I want to go up here, and it has, I like the way that Seeking Alpha makes this so easy. If I click there, I go to their website. Well, I'm already there, so let's look at this. Here you have a kind of a technical description of what they do. I kind of like this here as a picture, and what it's showing me is that how the speeds of 4G, 5G good, 5G better, 5G best, and then 5G yipes, and then they say 5G second wave. This is what they make. They make this second wave opportunity that, and what I'm able to determine is it is a filter that improves the speed on your phone if you have a 5G phone relative to without that filter. And that's what they call Wave 2. So they create something. With 5G, the problem is you're using different frequencies than 4G, and those frequencies require many, many more towers, and they don't work. Those towers don't work well. They'll work well if you're outside and you're underneath a tower, but if you're inside and that signal has to travel through a wall or through glass or whatever, your speeds really get hampered. With their, as I understand it, with their filter, we eliminate some of that. And as you can see, substantial amount of it in this number here. So that's what second wave is. That's what they're selling. Okay, so then I look here and it tells me the impact of 5G and Wave 2. And what they're telling me here is the time it takes to download something with the second wave and it's a substantial difference than 5G Wave 1, which I'm assuming is what you get on your 5G phone without their product. So this tells me they have something that is going to be demanded if I have a 5G phone and I work in a densely populated city, and I guess I'm assuming that I'm also, if I'm Apple, if I'm Samsung, I want this in my phone. To be competitive, I need to have this product in my phone. So that's the process I go through to determine whether I want to buy any stock whatsoever, and in this case, in Resonant in specific. So that's the process. Now let's talk about what this means to me and why I want it in my portfolio. Okay, that's how I use Seeking Alpha, and then the website, and then my general knowledge as to what I think is going to happen, and my understanding in this case of 5G, and where I think this company is going to fit into it. I have read a lot in the past about companies who grow 2,000% over maybe a 1, 2, 3 year period as a result of, like Apple, making a change in their phone and needing this new technology to make their phone work appropriately or efficiently, and their stock just grows phenomenally. So I'm bought into Resonant at $5.11. And I'm of the belief this is a potential, I'm sure it's a $50 stock. It may be a $500 stock. I don't know. I don't know I guess the mechanics of the potential of this market, how big it's going to be, how much of that market Resonant is going to capture. But I know they're not a $5.11 stock, and I know that me and a few people have figured it out and are just waiting for it to explode. So that's how I go about it. That's how I come to the conclusion. And again, I want to reiterate, I'm only allocating 10% of my portfolio to this. And in that 10%, I expect there to be somewhere between 25 and 30 stocks. All I'm looking for is 5 of them to explode. I don't care. If it's 30, and the other 25 can go bankrupt. It doesn't really matter, because if I get the explosion that I think I'm going to get out of 5 of them, it's multimillionaire. Okay? So that's where we're going. This is one of the ways that I'm combining my focus on the exponential growth of 3D, of robotics, of 5G, of big data, and really focusing down to where I'm investing in things that I understand and I have some knowledge of. I got an email about, well, why aren't you getting into clean energy and solar and wind? I think that's a little bit further out. I will, I'm sure. But what I believe is going to happen as a result of the pandemic is that the focus is really going to be on medical. And then we're also going to recognize we have to build out our 5G structure. And you're going to see Apple and Samsung and the phone makers make a big, big play on this. And they're going to need, I believe, Resonant to make their phones work. So that's why I'm doing that. All right. The other thing I want to share with you is, where did I come up with this? As I said, one of my tribe members at Best of Us Investors, we have a Discord. So you go to Best of Us Investors and you sign up, give me your name and your email address. And then I send you a link to the Discord. If you have some difficulty with Discord and that scares you, you don't know what it is, we have tutorials. And we have Andrew who can help you get to it. But once you get to it, you have an option to take our premium channel. And in our premium channel, you see what I buy, you see my portfolio, you see my insights. That's my blog where I share the things I'm finding and I'm thinking about and where I'm probably going next. And so that's our Discord for Best of Us investors. We're also going to be, I'm working with some people to create a school, because a university, Best of Us University, it'll be at Best of Us Investors, because I want you to recognize there's a whole lot more to financial planning and planning your financial life than just buying stocks. There is, as I said, there are tax advantages. There are tax advantages called IRAs, 401ks, solo 401ks. There are tax entities of sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability corporation, subprime, and they all have different reasons why you would want to create a second entity for tax purposes. Then also within our tax structure, there are tax advantages for putting funds in specific kinds of investments to educate your children or to educate yourself sometime in the future. And we need to bring you up to speed on that. We need to bring you up to speed on estate planning. There is a whole lot more to this whole big game than just investing in stocks, so that you achieve your ultimate goals in life and that you end up comfortable in your retirement and the rest of your life. Take advantage of what is there. And the problem is, most of us don't know it's there. The rich people do, but those of us who just kind of struggle our way, we haven't learned. We haven't set out. So our university will do that. And it's not going to be an outrageous price. We're going to bring in experts, and we're going to make it available to you. So that's what Best of Us Investors is all about. That's what Carrie Grinkmeyer is all about. And I got a live stream I'm doing later this afternoon, and we'll talk about this further then.